Wait, isn't that an Alte jam?
Yeah, it the enter, Abi.
Wait, oh, when did you start jamming Alte? What happened to Afro depression? Like, who put you on?
Oh yeah, dial Sophie's number. Now that's who put me on.
Share your vibe with Hello Tunes from Airtel. Dial *790# to enjoy free trial and pay later.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call 0700 225 5226, 0800 225 5226, or +234 817 665 6273. Let's work together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer, FSRCC.
Attention Airtel customers. If your line has been blocked, then this is for you. Head to the nearest Airtel shop with your NIN. Our friendly staff will help you get your line back up and running. Don't let a blocked line keep you out of touch.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Are you seeking admission into a tertiary institution in Nigeria? Here is a big opportunity for you. The 2022-2023 admission into Eko City Polytechnic is now open. Available courses are Computer Science, Theatre and Media Arts, Mass Communication, Science Laboratory Technology, Electronics Engineering, Accounting, Banking Operations, Business Administration, Multimedia Technology. Qualified students should have scored 100 and above in the last JAMB exam. Facilities at Eko City Polytechnic includes well-equipped studio and laboratories, modern classrooms, innovative workshop, recreation space, and fully functional hostels. Our lecturers and tutors combine both academic and industry experience. Full-time and part-time admission forms are available for the 2022-2023 academic session at the campus Eko City Polytechnic, Plot 100, Alhaji Onilewura Street, Ikotu Egbe, Lagos State. Eko City Polytechnic is approved by JAMB, NBTE, and the Federal Ministry of Education. For more information, please call Moses 091-6254-0610, Wale 091-6292-7079, Praise 091-6269-9996, Adelanwa 081-2658-0784, or visit our website www.ecocity.edu.ng. Eko City Polytechnic, building industry-ready professionals.
My son, hey, let me check this phone. I don't know wetin junior press. E no dey work again.
Make I see. Ah, mommy,
Wetin happen?
they don't block your line now.
Nobody like to chop blocking, no. So if they don't block you unto say you not link your NIN to your Airtel line, run kitty go any Airtel shop with your NIN to unblock your line today.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Broadcast Art Institute Supplementary Admissions 2023-2024. Few vacancies exist in the Department of Broadcast Journalism and Multimedia Technology for admission in the 2023-2024 session. If you scored 100 and above in the 2023-2024 UTME, together with 5 relevant credits, but have not gained admission, you can change over to the Broadcast Art Institute Lagos for National Diploma in Broadcast Journalism and Multimedia Technology. The Broadcast Art Institute is accredited by the National Board for Technical Education (NBTE) to offer national diploma programs in broadcast journalism and multimedia technology. You can visit our campus at number 38 Odofin Street, Igbogbo, Ikorodu, Lagos, or call the following numbers: 0806 149 9992 or 0703 713 1166 or 0816 587-1415.
My son, hey, let me check this phone. I don't know wetin junior press. E no dey work again.
Make I see. Ah, mommy,
Wetin happen?
They don't block your line now.
Nobody like to chop blocking, oh. So, if they don't block you unto say you not link your NIN to your Airtel line, run kitty go any Airtel shop with your NIN to unblock your line today.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call 0700 225 5226, 0800 225 5226, or +234 817 665 6273. Let's work together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer, FSRCC.
Attention, Airtel customers. If your line has been blocked, then this is for you. Head to the nearest Airtel shop with your NIN. Our friendly staff will help you get your line back up and running. Don't let a blocked line keep you out of touch.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Yeah, I know what this is.
98.3 Milan FM.
Big 9 p.m. Arsenal versus Barcelona. Arsenal versus Porto. Barcelona up against Napoli. That's coming up later, and I thought in the second half of the show, which is in about 7 minutes from now. Yeah, let's talk about the rivalry thing. But before we do that, 2 million about 40 minutes to also, have a great moment talking Chelsea and the result yesterday. 3-2, and Chelsea still remain 11th, right? In the table.
I knew that. Your goodwill.
I'm speaking facts. I'm speaking facts here. But Cole Palmer was once again the star of the show. Gareth Southgate was in attendance, and what we've known about Palmer this season is he has always picked his timing really well. And I think another performance last night that was so good should get Southgate some alerts about this guy being on the plane to the European Championships.
Yeah, the kid is special. I've maintained that the kid is special. I've done a full 180 or is it 360 on him because I was completely against the signing. So it was signed on deadline day. I was completely against it. Why are we spending 45 million
on a City reject?
Yeah, someone that could not get the game at City despite them selling Mahrez. But he has completely proven me wrong, and since then I've become his biggest stan or whatever you want to call it. Superb goal yesterday, a goal and an assist. That's the 5th game in which he has scored and assisted this season, the most of any player in the Premier League. He has 11 goals, he has 8 assists in the Premier League this season as well. That's a fantastic contribution from a player in his first proper season. He's still 19 years old, I've run out of superlatives for him. It's been the shining light of Chelsea's very, very dull season. So we're talking about Chelsea being 11th. Imagine how much worse it would be without Cole Palmer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but for Nicholas Jackson, who scored once again, and in case you don't know, he is on track to match Didier Drogba's tally in his debut season at Stamford Bridge. He's having a fine season, isn't he?
Fine is relative. I mean, he has scored 9 Premier League goals so far, double digits in all competitions. If you want to add a bit of context, you say yes, he's not far off Drogba's first season.
Drogba did 10 Premier League goals in his debut season, by the way.
That was also not impressive. That doesn't mean that he will go on to have the same career as Drogba did at the club. Well, the facts are there. The fact is that he's a 22-year-old striker who ranks 4th in the league for big chances missed, and his other performance is XG by 5 goals. Those are the stats that interest me, and that's what I like. Even though I think that he can be he can develop into a fantastic winger. He has shown that he has the tools. He can beat his man. He has the natural tools. Fast, strong, and whatnot. But the finishing is just not there. And I don't think as a striker you can really learn.
Yeah, but strikers work on their finishing. Yeah, they do that on the training field. Yeah, and it can get better over time.
But you don't do that for one of the biggest clubs. You don't use Chelsea to learn finishing. So getting the proper finish, I probably move Jackson to the left wing or something, because he has shown that he really does have something. And
even your DJ Drogba, if you take a deeper look, his numbers in the Premier League with Chelsea were under the microscope.
Yeah. Drogba only had 2 seasons in which he surpassed 20 goals.
Yeah, so if you want to dissect it,
9 years at Chelsea.
Yeah.
So I've always, but it was not missing. The issue with Jackson is that he's weight. And that is for someone that is the only senior striker at the club. That is a problem.
I don't have a problem with volume strikers. That's what I call them. Volume strikers who miss more than the score. I mean, look at the guy at Liverpool, the chaos guy. Darwin Núñez. He's also Nicholas Jackson in disguise.
I don't like him.
Is Nicholas Jackson in disguise. He also missed a lot of chances, but he scores. So I think a return of maybe 10-15 goals this season for Nicholas Jackson, if he does get it, is on hand to probably reach about 12-13 goals. I think he would have done well for himself considering the circumstances. All right, now let's get back to what went down on MNF last night. And it was Jamie Carragher saying that Liverpool vs Man City is the greatest rivalry. And Gary Neville was having none of that. Let's take a listen.
Up so far.
I mean, Carragher's statement that Liverpool, Manchester City over the last 6 years is the greatest rivalry is offensive. From 98 to 2004, Arsenal won 3 titles, Manchester United won 4. It was blood, thunder, quality, everything that you'd want in a rivalry. Over the last 6 years, Liverpool have won 1 title. It's been an absolute demolition. And for Ian Wright to stand there and not pull him up on it is unbelievable.
I mean, listen, there's no doubt. I said that off the pitch, theirs was a bigger rivalry. They all didn't like each other. He was running down the tunnel trying to get away from Vieira. In terms of quality, I think these are the better games, 100%. They never, ever disappoint.
You know something, Gal, I'm trying to just sitting down on my Premier League, man. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with all the rivalry stuff. It's fine. Just let it go, bro. Let it go.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll have a Premier League winners party next time on Monday Night Football. You can leave.
All right, that's Cara, Neville and Ian Wright having that conversation about the rivalry between Liverpool and Man City. And Neville, like I said, was having all of that. And Okoyemi, I mean, it's Sporting, it's Bank Sporting, there's still rivalry here. I mean, if Liverpool have won only 1 Premier League title and City have won about, I think, 6 in that period, what rivalry are we talking about? There's no rivalry. It's like when they were forcing this rivalry in tennis between Serena Williams and what's the name of the other lady? Maria Sharapova. Yeah, that's what's happening here.
Well,
Sharapova won only 1 Grand Slam title in all of her career. No, maybe not all of her career, but in that period, she could only take 1 Grand Slam title.
Get into analysis and punditry and all of that. You get to hear all of these things fly out. I've always said that one of the biggest problems of Manchester United in recent years had to be the class of '92. The all-knowing, all opinions that they always have a say on the team. It's kind of affecting the progress of that team. Anyhow you looked at, I saw the way they shifted the blame, or they had the double standard when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer became the manager of Manchester United. See, Guy Neville would always have a stand, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. The same thing with Jamie Carragher. There's nothing anybody wants to do about it. For me, I'm a huge apostle of results. Give me results. Put it on the table. That's why I said. That's why I made that conversation that it's okay to have your glory moment. Oh, we used to be this, we used to be that. But I'm talking about a team right now. I'm talking about the unmatched dominance of Manchester City. I'm talking about a team that has the potential of even winning the Champions League, winning the Premier League, winning all of the trophies they won last season against this time around.
So, guys, what do you think Liverpool and Man City did have? If it wasn't a rivalry, what was it?
I think it was a rivalry. I just don't agree with the fact that it's the greatest rivalry as Carragher put it.
Jimmy Carragher.
But if that was a rivalry, that would have been a one-sided rivalry.
I think it was a rivalry. Look, in terms of City are arguably one of the most Pep Guardiola City, by the way, are arguably the most dominant team we've seen in the Premier League. So, but we know, even though Liverpool only won one trophy, that.
But Liverpool have been the only one that have not made Man City to have probably won like 7 out of the 7 Premier League titles.
Okay, so you know what?
How about 0102, the 97, 98?
It's not just about them winning. It's not even just about them.
It's about them putting some form of.
Lost the league title.
So how about I list the trophies Liverpool have won in this period? Liverpool have won so many trophies. They've lost by only 1 point trophy. We took them to the last match trophy. Our trophies mean more to our fans trophy. That's what they've won. You can also add one Premier League trophy they won during COVID. You can add the FA Cup. And so you can look at this, and can we also, on the other hand, look at what City have won in that period?
See, nobody
is saying that City were not the most dominant. We are just saying that
a rivalry is supposed to be like
okay, you won 19 and 120.
God bless you.
You won 5, you won 6. Yeah.
Which team pushed them the most? Which
Liverpool.
Team was the next best?
It's Liverpool.
Liverpool at 97 points and did not win the league title.
You know, in this period also Liverpool finished 3rd twice behind Manchester United. Hope you know that.
Liverpool also finished 2nd twice.
Liverpool finished 3rd in this period. United, the Mourinho period.
Cities now they lost the league by 1 point.
Wale, so do you agree that without Man City, Liverpool will be the dominant team of this year?
I don't think so. I think Manchester City actually pushed everybody away from even wanting to think that they can compete for the title.
But Liverpool
if Liverpool have been there and there's no Man City, probably other teams or maybe the competitive level will not even be this high. We've always talked about Manchester City being a victim of their own success, and that's the height at which they take in this competition to. How do you even have 97 points and you still don't win the league? How?
All right, let's take a message from our sponsors for the second half of the show. Bet-Baba will come back. We'll take in your thoughts, and we'll also get full blast into what is to come tonight in the Champions League. Arsenal up against Porto, and Victor Osimhen's Napoli at the Olympic Stadium against Barcelona. Stick around, 6:33.
You find better odd. I bet you want play cause over 1.5. I bet you want bet. Say, but seem no go score at all. Hey, we get better payout. No hurry, we there for you. Our odd, chop right out. We know the feeling show. No, we there for you. Oh, we there for you. You see for bet Baba, give me money. Bet Baba, cash out it easy. Oh, bet Baba, we get online games for you. You play all what I want. We get better bonus. I need another yeah, now bet Baba play us so. Cash out, darling, no. Welcome to Bet Baba.
Register now on betbaba.ng. Not for people under 18.
You're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM.
Welcome back, Sports Cruise on Mainland 98.3 FM. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape here. That Liverpool versus City rivalry here during Klopp and Guardiola's era. 22 meetings between both of them. 8 wins for Liverpool, 7 for Man City. 7 draws, 7 defeats to Liverpool, 8 to Man City. But major trophies. Yeah, Liverpool have got 7, and among those major trophies are the one I reeled out the other time, and City have got 14 major trophies. Let's talk about Premier League titles. Yep, City have got 5, and yes, Liverpool have got just 1. Now, net spend, Liverpool £346 million, and Man City £510 million. Not too much, between them from a financial standpoint. You can weigh in on this. 091-36,410 is the number to call if you want to chime in on the show, and also drop your early thoughts ahead of the games tonight in the Champions League. Hi, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Onome.
Yeah, how was the game?
Yeah, Dave's been good. Hope you had a great one too.
Good evening. Well, I want to ask, within 2002 to 2004, did you watch the rivalry between United? I believe you did watch it then.
No, the rivalry between United and Arsenal was even from 98. Yeah, it was from 98.
There's nothing beating that.
It was 98 to 2004.
From the touching point, you could see at hybrid then, Vieira and Roy came. I think it was this social media now. There was nothing beating that. You can agree with me. So the one that Calaga is saying is just trash talk. Let's just put that on the side. And I think Arsenal should be very careful today going into that match. Porto is nothing that you can just walk over on. You just be very careful with what they do today. In order not to get stung at the back. Just trying to get a first half lead at all costs. Good evening, Wale.
All right, thank you very much for your thoughts right there on May, and we'll be taking our next call just right away. Hi, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. Your name and what you're calling the show from?
Yeah, this is sᴘᴏʀᴛs from Igondo.
Hi, Shags, welcome. Go on.
Yeah. Jimmy, I don't understand that man again. No. The truth is this, he can't compare United and Arsenal rivalry. Is it just that Liverpool just come? They are just showing themselves. For me, they are just showcasing their talents now. See, what did they win? What did they win? By his coming, assuming they are beating City to the league, beating them to different clubs. And I can agree with them. But though we are not good though, but we don't do it for past also.
Hi, good evening. Okay, it's a sports quiz. Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, guys. You're calling from Yana.
Hi, Inke, welcome.
Can I quickly touch on Arsenal?
Oh, feel free.
Yeah, I think it should definitely not be a walk in the park for Arsenal, but as far as I'm concerned, also our house, because we are going to be beaten, not by one, not by two. So.
All right, dear guys, thank you very much. Early predictions, Phil's Porto are already out, but never say never in football. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yep, good evening.
This is Benjamin.
All right, Benjamin.
Yeah. So, I want to tell you, do you know that during this time, 61 2 of the final, do you know Liverpool actually lost?
Oh, really?
I think you should know that.
Okay,
look at that.
Wait, talk to us about those instances.
Yeah.
Look at that was it 2021, 22?
No, you have to remember it too. Don't tell us was it. You have to be very factual. Yeah.
When people were actually playing, was it Everton? I think Everton.
Run your show, you call us back, okay? Run your show, call us back. Hello. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yep. Your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, this is Oᴘᴇɪ from.
Hey, my guy, Oᴘᴇɪ, welcome to the show.
Yeah, Wale, how you doing, man?
Yeah, chilling.
Alpha.
I do. The first thing that I'm disappointed at is the fact that we're listening to ⴘᴏʀᴛs. That is the annoying thing, first of all. We're listening to ⴘᴏᴛs, yeah. Because even when you said that Karaga was playing Liverpool squad. What's that to the squad, the entire squad, to make it present the Liverpool squad? I don't know why I would give a present to Karaga. Honestly, I thought when that show was like Richard and 𝐴.
You see, I
don't know if you hear anything about Karaga. So he's overly biased. You just not
but I wasn't even angry with Jamie. The person I was angry with was Ian Wright, who was stood there and couldn't even counter attack or counterpoint whatever about that she was speaking.
Maybe that is even valid. Maybe that is actually true. But then again, we are right to know the dirty man. He's the guy of actors. I can't go further. He's always coming down with the best every time. Because it didn't make sense that kind of situation. That's why it didn't say anything. And in fact, it's amazing. The thing is this, how do we find this rivalry? Because if you look at the Man U after rivalry, it was a case of the players hated each other.
Oh yeah.
And then the
blood, sweat, tears.
And the fans don't hated each other.
Yeah.
And there was a gentleman like for them to get more peace between Ferguson and Wenger. They didn't hate each other. They didn't dislike each other, but there was this gentleman each other. But the players, you don't see that with Man City and Liverpool. You don't see that. I'm talking about that time when and nobody was saying that.
Who remembers Pizzagate? Oᴘᴏ, thanks for calling. Sorry, looks like we couldn't hear you much more clearly later on. But who remembers Pizzagate from United also?
Yeah.
Where someone throws pizza and it lands on the head of Sir Alex Ferguson actually.
Along the tunnel.
Although it's rumored that it was Fabregas. Yeah, I think that
it was Fabregas. It was rumor. It was Fabregas.
In that moment, we didn't know who did it. It was later on Fabregas owned up to it. So that was how you know, and this same United only ended Arsenal's unbeaten run on that Sunday afternoon. Crazy.
I mean, it was 49.
Oh yeah,
it
could have been 50. Yeah, could have been 50.
I mean, just running.
All right, I was checking out Instagram and I came across one post like this time that period when United lined up with
like 7 defenders
and 3-4 players, Nani and Rooney, and still beat Arsenal 2-0. Crazy. Hello, good evening. Hello. Please do call us back. Hi, good evening. Welcome to the show. All right, we'll take one more call again to our supporter. Hello.
Please, Oga Wale, I want to check with me do something, please. I want to check the trophy. Jimmy, Wright, and what's his name? Nephew. The trophy they won during their playing time. And let us see which.
Honestly, I'm not sure I've got enough time for that, but I know that Ian Wright won. He won a couple of trophies with Arsenal. Jimmy also did the treble with Liverpool, but it's the lesser treble, the treble that involved the UEFA Cup, the FA Cup, and the League Cup. They call it the lesser treble. And for Gary Neville,
just a lesser treble.
Gary Neville has 10 Premier League titles. So nobody comes close to that. Now, okay, let me come back to you for Arsenal, Porto, and put some focus here on Mikel Arteta, who actually also featured in 5 of those 7 seasons where Arsenal were consistently being knocked out of the round of 16. So he will feel very much that there is a sense of unfinished business in this competition for him. And the manager himself, I think, meets this after a series of disappointing exits in a lot of cup competitions since he became Arsenal manager. In fact, since he won the FA Cup, there's been no cup competition where you get a feeling that Arteta as Arsenal manager has had any joy in.
A piece of breaking. Celta Vigo had actually sacked.
Yeah, they sacked him. Yeah,
the same way Mauricio Sarri had also left last.
Was Sarri sacked or did he resign?
He left.
Yeah, he resigned. Yeah.
So I mean, deal with that.
That's not to Chelsea.
Both of them have managed Chelsea before, so you can actually check.
Now let's get back to Arteta.
Well, I think tonight's game is going to be very interesting. The fact that if Arsenal wins tonight, this will be the first time they will get to the quarterfinal stage of the Champions League in 14 seasons. Don't forget, within those 14 seasons, 4 seasons they didn't go back to Europe since after Arsene Wenger left. Under Unai Emery, they lost the final of the Champions League 4-1. I think it was Alex Iwobi that scored the only goal for Arsenal in that game. Olivier Giroud actually, opening the scoreline in that one. So it's. I think the progress of Arsenal this season in the Champions League would further explain how much they've grown over the last few years. And they were really close to the Champions League last season. In the Premier League last season, lost to Benfica in Sporting Lisbon in the Europa League. Then they moved a bit further this time around. They're topping the table right now on goals difference to Liverpool, just 1 point separated them and Manchester City. And a lot of people felt like the first leg. I was watching Martin Odegaard's interview this morning, and they said there were a lot of stops and breaks in the first leg, and the same thing played out against Brentford. So it thinks that they're good enough to handle the situation. A lot of things will play out tonight. Yes, as Arteta also wants to probably just get a strong mention among the elite. I said it. If Arsenal does not win the league this season, if they can go a step further, the highest they've ever been in the Champions League was 2005-2006 season that they lost to Barcelona in Paris 2-1. Since then, they've not gone past the stage. I think after then, they've had 2 quarterfinals appearances. The next one have been knockout, and they've struggled. But this time around, you look at the composition of this Arsenal team, you look at the fact that it should be Porto for a team that has scored about 34 goals in 2024 alone, unbeaten so far except against Porto. You think they should be able to get the job done at the Emirates today. There's not going to be Martinelli in this one. How they'll be able to push that around, there's Trossard. Arsenal is in a good form right now, so the players should do the job. But I don't even know how much Arteta needs to put into this. You mentioned the fact that he played in 5 of those consecutive round of 16 knockouts in the Champions League. So it feels like, you know what, let's get this done. In fact, the last time Arsenal got to this stage of the Champions League, Thierry Henry was playing for Barcelona.
Yeah, it feels as
if was still an active footballer.
It feels as if the manager. In a couple of moments in this knockout games has overthought things. I remember also Villarreal when Unai Emery scolded him when he played Grand Jacques at left back, Smith threw out at centre forward. And I hope he doesn't outthink this. Even in the first leg, some feel like maybe the manager still did some too much thinking. But Tuna Young, you cannot deny the extraordinary work that Arteta has done since he became manager now. So because There might be absence of silverware, although there's the FA Cup. But sometimes the rebuild is done at the club is sometimes underplayed. It's connected the fans back to the football club. You know, they're playing some good stuff as well. And I think that his legacy to a lesser extent is assured at Arsenal. But there's still something he needs to do to reach the next phase.
Win trophies
of his career. And that's my problem. I don't think it's about winning trophies. Trophies are part of it. But to be mentioned in the same breath as Pep Guardiola and likes of him club, I think what he needs to do is he needs to consistently arrive in the latter stages
of the Champions League.
Of all of this. Not only the Champions League,
get into
in
the mix.
all of the big competitions. Do you think he can do that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, for me, I actually think what he needs to enter the Pep and club territory. Obviously, besides winning trophies is important because but besides that, it's sustained dominance. You can win trophy this season and then finish 8th next season. Then you just be that guy that had one good season and won the trophy. But you need to sustain that. That's what
consistency.
That's what made Pep.
Yeah, they were always in the latter stages of this competition.
Yeah, that's definitely that's why I said it's
check out Liverpool's consistency. Did they come with a lot of trophies?
Well, it comes with trophy. They won the Champions League. In fact, they made 2 Champions League finals. Lost one to Real Madrid. They won the second one against Spurs.
And even the ones that you say that did not win a trophy, they were always.
And do you know how much
they were actually on for a quadruple?
Yes,
the season
they ended up with just 2.
They just in both finals, the FA Cup final, the FA Cup final, and then finished second in the league final.
1 point.
So, like when you look at that, you can say, "Oh, they did not win the league, they did not win Champions League." Meanwhile, they lost both on the final day.
But again, before we leave this Arteta issue, I think a lot of people need to understand something. Now, this is what I mean. You can go through the rebuilding process and then it gets to a point where people expect you to tender results with the achievement you've gone through. For example,
I think Arteta's rebuild is complete. It just needs to go to the next phase.
It can't be complete if you don't have something to show for it. They moved from 8th position when he took over. They missed the Champions League by 1 point to Tottenham Hotspur. Last season they were in the mix. They led the table for over 200 days. Now this time around again they are back in it. That is progress. That is consistency. But the question is this: they would ask you, you've got the big players. I mean, you don't sell £105 million on declarers, and I'm very sure that they will also still bring in a marquee signing at the end of this season. And people would expect that with all of this dominance, you should get into it. Make consistent FA Cup wins and the Premier League.
Hello, Alex.
Hi, Onomé, you're back with us.
Yeah. So I want to say something again. Well, you know, from what I will pick it up from what I said in a little bit of, I will just change it a little bit. Arteta is a good coach. But when he put it in respect of Guardiola and Jurgen Klopp, he is still very far off it.
Have we done that, Onomé?
No. See, I'm not comparing Man U and Arsenal now. We are still far off now. What I'm just saying is that Arteta has done very good job at Arsenal. But see, there are chances that Arsenal might still go this season. Trophless. You can agree with me or not? But that's just no progress.
Yes, Onomé, what is your point here?
My point is that, see, Arteta needs to get a good goal poacher. He failed to do that last season in bringing this guy in.
All right, thank you very much for calling in, Onomé. Anytime we've talked about this goal poacher thing, Arsenal have always responded with scoring lots of goals, and I think it's a conversation that even Arteta himself doesn't want to have anymore. So let's just...
football has moved on from that.
And football has moved on from that.
One recognized scorer to win.
Yeah, exactly.
He can't give you...
Those can come from everywhere.
And Arsenal is proving it.
Even when Liverpool won that league title, Robert Firmino wasn't seen as a recognized centre forward, wasn't he?
He was popping it without the centre forward.
They played away Jesus on the right wing.
All right, thank you very much, still, for calling in. Let's see, I'm here from our next caller. Hi, good evening.
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Hello, good evening. This is JD from Larry.
Okay, you're welcome.
The funny thing is, you guys are doing well. I'm enjoying your analysis.
Yes, thank you very much.
The funny thing is, it's Man U fans that are calling and telling us now, be careful about Koto. Be careful about Koto. They will be roasted. Porto will be roasted.
Why do you guys call that club? Porto or Porto?
Is it Porto?
FC Porto.
Okay,
FC Porto.
Okay.
See, the first 5 minutes after the 3 goes up. If you listen to what Arteta said in the pre-match conference, he said, I understand what they are doing. We played a similar like them last weekend. And we know what they do to keep Bo out of the team. They only spent 49 minutes playing with them in the last round of the Champions League. So Arsenal know what they are up against. If they let them put 11 men behind the ball, they will beat it to the TV.
Thank you very much. And Porto takes us back to memory lane when they also won the Champions League 20 years ago, and they beat Manchester United en route. In fact, they beat United in the round of 16. Yes. And that was the first season when the old double group stage thing was dumped or was made done with. And Porto against United, and that was a game that put Jose Mourinho up in the market. We knew him from the UEFA Cup when they won it a season before. And he joined Porto from Jᴏɪᴜ and brought in, I think, Nuno Valente, Delay, who scored in the final, and one more player. I think it was the right back who played for Chelsea later on. No, it was Costinha. Yeah, I think it was Costinha.
Yeah, that's true.
Or Oge Costa, one of them, joined in from Jᴏɪᴜ and Porto against United, and that was the game that showed the beauty of the away goals once again. UEFA needs to bring the away goals back. There's an extra layer of excitement with the away goals rule. Now, first leg ends, I think, guys, are you following Porto United? Oh, okay, so Tune Young left the WhatsApp group here. Porto United ended, I think, 1-1.
First leg.
Yeah, I think he ended 1-1 first leg. And second leg, 1-0, Porto won. Porto beat United 1-0 in the first leg. And second leg, United scored first, Paul scores. They scored again, and it was taken off for offside. By the way, Porto enjoyed a good run of incorrect offside calls in their run to that final.
And then the final was a mismatch.
If there was VAR, Porto would have been out in round 16. So they removed Paul scored second goal, and McCarthy scored that fantastic header from long distance, and Jose Mourinho ran the whole length of the Old Trafford, and I think Costinha scored the second goal, Benny McCarthy with the assist with the free kick, by the way, and I thought that season, that was 2004, 2000 and was it 03-04? That was peak Champions League season.
Was it though?
Yeah, it was for me. Now take a look at the quarterfinalists. Porto played Lyon. That was prime Lyon, in case people don't know.
That was when they were like 7 wins in the like.
Exactly. Milan played Deportivo La Coruña. Yeah, Deportivo won the league in 1999-2000. They had a massive stadium in the Riazo. One Carlos Valerón and the likes. And
also one of the greatest champions to come back to all time. Wow.
Oh yes, now from 4-1, 4-1 down. Yeah. In fact, Jose Mourinho was already preparing to play Deportivo La Coruña. Fun fact, the coach of Nottingham Forest now, Nuno Espirito Santo, played for Jose Mourinho. He was on loan at Deportivo. He was at Deportivo, was loaned to Porto. And the other quarterfinals was Chelsea against who?
Chelsea Arsenal.
It was Chelsea also unbeaten, yeah. And the final other quarterfinal was Monaco Real Madrid. Now the permutation in all of these games was that Madrid, Arsenal, Milan, and Manchester United
even in the mix to make it top 4.
Yeah,
all the 4 big teams got knocked out.
All of them got knocked out.
And then the final became so one-sided, so boring.
That was, and it was prime Champions League where anybody could knock anybody out. And Porto had a very. People that say Mourinho was a defensive manager didn't watch him at Porto.
They did not.
They played I-line. Porto were playing I-line for about all of their games in Champions League.
Monaco, they will have won that final by 6 or 7 goals. I in my eyes, I
still don't understand how Chelsea lost the semi-final to Monaco.
Also, yeah. So I agree with you. I agree with you. It was baffling. It was really baffling. Even how Chelsea beat Arsenal in the unbeaten season, because Arsenal were in their bag that season. Really, really baffling. And I think the bad luck for Monaco in that final was the injury early on to Ludovic Juli. Juli had the big chance of the game. First chance, missed it, and got injured, went off. They brought on ⴕ and I think Porto just taught them to shreds. But hey, before I finish this memory lane, I went back into Deco was massive for FC Porto. Deco was the modern midfielder back in the 2004. Midfielders that could play the first line, that could defend. Deco could do everything. They could do everything. And Jose Mourinho was there.
And I think Chelsea still had a good take out of him when they brought him over to Chelsea.
But there's also the question of if Porto had been knocked out by United, will Jose Mourinho have got to the Chelsea job?
I think so.
I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know.
I think so.
he had already done exploits.
Especially with the Europa League. No, UEFA Cup. It was even UEFA Cup then.
Yeah, but
I won it literally the season before.
But honestly, I don't think it was noticed fully at that UEFA Cup level. They played some good stuff.
But they won the double. They won the Portuguese. They won the treble. They won the Portuguese. They won the Portuguese.
What put him out there? What put him fully out there? Was the moment he beat Manchester United.
Everybody knew.
Definitely.
It was a master stroke.
But still, he was already.
Everybody knew there was this energetic. I mean, the Mourinho of that time just brought up that whole vibe around Andres Villas-Boas when he came through that time before he came over to Chelsea and all of that. So I think winning the UEFA Cup then kind of puts Jose Mourinho at that big stage, and take it or not, there were not so many young managers as at that time.
And I just said that was Jose's greatest achievement as manager. Yeah, forget all of those. United finished second. Yeah, winning with Porto was the greatest
back-to-back European dominance.
And credit to Porto, after winning the Champions League, you thought they would have just slid into oblivion.
Came through,
but these guys know their way around. Thiago Silva. In fact, they had one bunch of squad that could probably have done another Champions League final. So where they had players like Raul Meireles.
There was this guy number 10 with a bit of long hair. I've tried to remember.
Manish?
No, not Manish.
Okay.
But I know
Mau.
I'll probably remember.
Yeah, but they had fantastic players. McCarthy was really good, although I think he came in for Elder Postiga was going to Spurs that season too. But good one. But I'm not sure that Porto are in that mode tonight, going into that game against Arsenal.
Let them be. I'll be watching.
All right, just like I said earlier on.
Won yesterday.
Yeah, we've talked about it.
I just
you're out there eating by then.
I mean, you have to.
Yeah, so like I was saying, the Santiago Silva, Pepe, Luis Fabiano, Diego Ribas, Quaresma, Anderson, Meireles, decent bunch of players who could probably have had another run in the Champions League. All right, we'll take 2 more calls for a go, and I'll drop our Bet Baba accumulator for tonight. It's looking really good. We're coming closer and closer and closer, and tonight might just be the night for us. But let's take this call. Hello, good evening. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, I don't know where you're calling from.
I'm from Okota.
Okay, Tosi, welcome.
Yeah, good evening to everyone in the studio. So, someone like you said in the studio, Arteta should show us workings by. I think he's showing us workings, but he should give us the final result. Because in mathematics, if you have the formula, if you don't give us the final result, then we'll still. So the final result is give us some major trophies, either the UCL or the Premier League. If you don't do that, I think nobody should mention him in any whatever he's doing. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you very much, Tosi. And your thoughts on Barcelona real quick, Tᴜᴏ. I think they've got a couple of decisions that Xavi has to make for the lineup. Most partnering Koundé at centre back. Kubasi was in there in the league, but Inigo Martinez's error allowed Osimhen to score 3 weeks ago, so he has to decide who partners Koundé. And I think in midfield also, who's partnering Gundogan and Christensen as well.
Yeah, but ultimately I still think it's going to be a Barcelona. Not because they are good, but simply because Napoli are just not. They don't have enough quality. Even though, yes, it's Champions League night, the game is technically a draw. Winner takes all. Anything can happen. It might even go to penalties and Napoli knock them out. There's a possibility of that. But I would be very, very surprised if Barcelona did advance comfortably. In fact, so. I would have said it's a sackable offense for Xavi, but he has already.
He sacked himself, right? And Barcelona actually need the money. They have accounted for the quarterfinal money in their budget, which is they need it. So they get. So if they go to quarterfinals, they get an extra 50 million euros.
They're broke.
Yeah. So Barca are getting extra 50 million euros for getting to the Champions League quarterfinal, and they've already accounted for it in their budget.
Yeah, it's very money you've not
So they need the money. All right. We have our 242 odds accumulated here for Bet Baba, and yes, the booking code 8683626. Once again, 8683626. There's Mamelodi Sundowns to win in there, but that started. It's still goalless, and the game is approaching its first 30 minutes, so you might just feel free to remove that and continue with the accumulator. 8683626. 242 odds. 1,000 naira brings you 300,000 naira. Tonight could be the night. Tonight could be the night. All right, have a great evening. Enjoy the football, and let's talk about it tomorrow, 6 p.m. right on the Sound of Vegas. Good night.
Ọ̀rọ̀ màrè ará àdúgbò wọ́n ti gbá